Americans' trust in the news media is at an all-time low. But given the choices they're offered, local news is often the source people trust the most. Now there's an app called Fresco that could complicate that. Local news stations around the country are using it to outsource the gathering of news footage to anyone with a smartphone. Ellie Reeve went to Alaska to see how it works.
You hear me? 7, 6, 5.
The Anchorage Police Department are looking for a witness to a shooting. This footage was captured by one of our Fresco team members who was on the scene today.
This footage would have normally come from a professional journalist. Instead, it was shot by a retiree with her phone. Fresco is like Uber for journalism. A newsroom puts out a request for coverage of a story, and people in the area accept and take a video of it.
They get their credit on the television screen or in the newspaper.
It was created by John Meyer, who developed one of the first flashlight apps for the iPhone.
The community is getting
Reporters read the voiceover, and the anchor reads it as viewers see B-roll captured by Fresco users.
A home in Penland Park received a fresh coat this weekend.
Fresco says it's being used by 13 news stations across the country and expanding to 38 local newspapers. It's especially appealing to KTBY, which covers the entire state of Alaska.
Where the weather is happening. Weather, I'll tell you what, Ellie. Weather is what people watch the news for.
Right, yes.
Especially in Alaska.
KTBY has been hailed as the first station fully powered by Fresco. So what does it mean that your station is fully powered by Fresco?
That was something that Fresco came up with because we're not fully powered by Fresco. My opinion, I really believe that eventually that's where all news is going.
It kind of makes me think of the Steve Martin joke, though. It's like, sure, 72 virgins sounds nice, but after 5 or 6, you're going to want a pro. Like, don't people want, professionals to give them the news, the context?
Journalists still write the story, see? As far as the visual aspect, the viewing public doesn't need a pro. They don't care about a pro. What is a pro? If you ask the general public, they don't know. They just see something that's pleasing to them.
Right now, the Fresco events that have been popping up are just like National Cat Day and stuff like that. They want footage of moose around town.
Holly Andrews is an esthetician in Wasilla. She says she's made more than $1,500 doing Fresco on the side. Fresco pays users $40 per story. This stands in contrast to the hundreds, sometimes thousands of dollars a freelance video journalist would cost.
I went to some bike race event. It was just me and the news crews and then all the people biking. That was kind of awkward. I didn't feel so comfortable with that. I'm not a professional. I felt like if somebody came and tried to do lashes that had never been to school or never been trained, I would be like, what are you doing? Why are you here doing my job? Some of the stuff's hard to just sit for a minute and kind of record.
Do you ever feel nervous trying to interview a politician?
Yeah, there was one time where they were like, we want you to go into his office and ask all these serious questions about the state. And I wasn't sure I wanted to go into an office and grill a politician. That seemed a little bit on the more serious side.
Scott Sinners came to the station 7 years ago and says he brought it into the digital age. He led the partnership with Fresco.
Using Fresco, we were able to cut cost, and so what was once a $3,000 average cost now comes down to less than $200.
Have you laid people off because you're able to use Fresco?
Absolutely not.
Oh.
Absolutely not. Moving forward, there's no requirement for the same amount of people that we had previously.
You just won't rehire some people who left.
Correct. That's a fair statement.
And does Fresco play into that?
Absolutely.
This is from the Oso landslide. 42 or 43 people were killed. There's no room for screwing that up. I mean, it's too sensitive of a story. It's just too heavy.
Carolyn Hall worked for years as a photojournalist in TV news, including at 2 stations in Anchorage. A lot of the people we talk to have said, well, these people are just getting us B-roll, we do voiceover over it, we're doing the real reporting, they're just getting us something to put on the screen.
How can they do the real reporting if they're not on scene? They don't know how chaotic or not chaotic a scene is. I mean, there's so much flavor that is missed when someone is reporting from the studio.
Fresco CEO John Meyer rejected the idea that the app would hurt the quality of journalism. He told Vice News that Fresco videos are vetted and that reporting is done in the newsroom. Close to half of U.S. adults turn to local TV as their primary news source, even for national news like presidential elections.
And America has determined its 45th president of the United States of America in Donald Trump.
And while print revenue is declining, TV revenue is holding steady. In 2014, local newspaper staffs declined by 10%, while local TV staffs grew by 1%.
Do you lose anything from not sending out a professional photojournalist?
Do I lose anything from not sending out a professional journalist? I absolutely feel strongly that we have gained a whole nother resource. So, at this time, no, I don't.
It's sad to think that in the future we could have an even less informed society. The future of journalism is just really, it's too important to screw around with, I think.